As I sit here today and reflect on a message that I shared with my family on this morning, we shared and we talked about dominion and authority, and how a lot of times in life we begin to give our authority and the power that was given to us over to other people because of fear of failure, because we don't want to face the challenge, so we rather give it to somebody else. When God has called us for the assignment, when He has told us that it's our responsibility to do the job, it is our responsibility to fulfill the assignment, but yet we have allowed fear to come in. And one thing that came to my mind was, when it pertaining to fear, was fear of rejection. And I can remember last year when the Lord was telling me to start going Facebook Live, and the fear of rejection came in. And when rejection came in, it began to tell me that nobody was not going to like you. Nobody was not going to receive you. Nobody was going to want to hear what you had to say. And I started believing it for a moment until I started receiving anonymous messages through Facebook and Instagram telling me, thank you for coming live. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being real, that you're not putting on, but we can see and feel your heart and your compassion and the messages that you are giving out. And so I began to feel comfortable. I began to move past what rejection said, what the naysayer of my mind said, because if it had been for me to hold on to what my mind was telling me, what my flesh was telling me, that somebody was not going to receive me, somebody was not going to accept me, then those people that was dependent upon me at that moment to hear a word from God, they were looking for a sign. They was looking for their miracle. They was looking for their moment of miraculous. They were looking for their moment where there was a time in their life that they didn't know what direction to go in. And God used me to speak a word to them. And the word that was released through me brought them hope, gave them trust again, gave them the strength to move to the next place in life. So this morning, I want to come and tell you, don't lose your hope. Don't lose your trust. Do not allow fear of rejection to cause you to move off the path that God is calling you to. Oh, God, that not only is He calling you to, but He's bringing you through it. You feel as if the load is too heavy for you to carry. You feel as if you're going through a season in your life where you're feeling beat down, you're feeling rejected, you're feeling that every time there's a moment where you rise up, there's a no that's shooting you down. But I want to encourage you, in the midst of your no, pick up the nugget of the no and allow it to build your character. Allow it to build your strength. Don't get discouraged. Don't give up, because there's greater for you. There's more for you. Defeat whatever the enemy is telling you. Pull down that stronghold. Pull down that principality. Begin to walk in the God confidence and begin to see yourself as the person that God has called you to be. Begin to believe more in yourself. Begin to trust yourself more. Begin to understand that your voice is authentic. Begin to understand that your look is different for a reason. You stand out, not, don't fit in. You are the person that He's cultivated. You are the person that has become fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. So don't give up on yourself, because God is dependent upon you, and people that you have not yet even met is dependent upon you in this season of your life to go to their next level. You have something inside of you. You have a story. You have a part of you that somebody else needs to hear. So don't even allow the enemy to steal your joy. Don't even allow the enemy to steal your vision. Don't even allow the enemy to steal your dream. Don't allow the enemy to steal your self-confidence, because God reminded me in Joshua that He said, be strong and be courageous. So when you be strong and you be courageous, you find yourself walking fearfully. You find yourself walking fierce. That's why, That's why we become and we begin to say that I am fearfully and wonderfully made in His image. That fear no longer have house, no longer has precedence in my life. That I've made up my mind that I'm going to trust God for all that is within me. I made up my mind that nothing can stop me from moving forward to my destiny. When I am in tune with the voice of the Lord and he is drawing and calling me to go higher, to go deeper, that I'm going to believe even the more. I'm going to stand on the promise of God. And the promise that he made with us, it is that he'll never leave us nor forsake us. He'll never put more on us than we can bear. So begin to walk in your dominion. Begin to walk in your authority. Begin to pull out, every spirit of laziness, you pull it down. Every spirit of doubt, you pull it down. Every spirit of procrastination, you pull it down. Especially when God has told you, you are created in my image. You are created so you can do this. Don't talk yourself out of this season. Keep on believing. Keep on receiving. Don't go around and keep putting yourself into circles. Keep putting yourself into trenches. Keep putting yourself into setbacks. Push forward. Believe even the more, for I believe in myself, for I walk in the dominion. I walk in the authority. I talk in the authority. I walk in the dominion. For there is dominion in me where I can call and command the atmosphere. He said, I gave you dominion and authority to trample over serpents. I made a covenant promise with you when I told you that you were above and not beneath. I told you you were the head and not the tail. I told you you were the lender and not the borrower. The Lord is telling you that you are, you are somebody. You are authentic. You are unique. You are powerful. You are a daughter. You are a son. You are a child of God. And he have not left you nor forsaken you. All you have to do is dig deep within your loins and pull up that authority, pull up that dominion, pull up that God confidence that is within you, pull up and grab the strength of God so that you can see yourself as a soarer, so you can see yourself mounting up on the wings of eagles, so that you can see yourself as the world changer, so you can see yourself as the God chaser that you are. This is the time and the dispensation that we believe. We stretch past the norm and we see ourselves differently. See yourself. Continue to give yourself pep talks. I know I have to look in the mirror many mornings and give myself a pep talk and say, girl, you got this. Girl, you better pull yourself together. You better not let that spirit of depression come back into your life when God has delivered you. You better not allow that spirit of loneliness to saturate your mind because you're in the house during the day by yourself. Occupy your mind. Occupy what God has given you. There's a lot of creativity within you. I got to tell myself, you got something in your hands. You can produce something. Go ahead and do something today. Don't allow the enemy to put that spirit of loneliness in you. And I want to say thank you for each person that takes the time out to listen to the videos that I have been creating. I pray that my videos has been motivating somebody. I pray that what is inside of me that I am sharing with you is causing you to hope again. It's causing you to dream again. It's causing you to fall back in love with yourself and with God. So if there is something that I have said, I would love to hear from you. I would love for you to stay in touch with me through any one of my social media platforms. And also, you can find me in the morning on YouTube, weekdays at 5 a.m. I'm on YouTube. I am coming out of the box. That's what I was saying. I am coming out of the box. I am coming from behind the shadows, and I'm allowing my voice to be heard in the earth realm. And I have answered the assignment, and I gave my Father a new yes. So go ahead and walk in your dominion and your authority because you have given a new yes for today. God bless.